We apologize there for the early technical difficulties as a swing and a miss by Jacob Ginn gets this game started. There's a first punch out for the starting pitcher, Isaiah Martin. Here's starting lineup for the Coyotes today against the Haymakers. It'll be Ginn, Hawante, Raymond, the first three. Paul Saffer, Logan Wonko, Henry Lomax, 4, 5, and 6. Mizukami, Baker, Thomas, 7, 8, 9. And batting 10th, the first baseman, Alex Carball. Here's the first pitch off the outside to Seth Hawante. So Ginn down on strikes to open up this game. And that one left off the inside. It's 2-0 for the Haymakers. Their defensive alignment today from left to right in the outfield, Alfred Washington Jaramillo. 2-0 pitch right down the middle for a called strike. And on the infield, Jimmy Bianco, who we saw with the power a few days ago. Jacob Corselman at shortstop. Philip Swinford the third. He'll be at second base. And Andre Landeros, the first baseman. John Guerrero is the catcher. 2-1 pitch is swung on and popped up behind first base. Over is Landeros. He makes the catch. 2 down quickly now for Isaiah Martin. Good start for him. And that will bring up Caden Raymond, the catcher. So nobody on. 2 down. 6 pitches into this game for Isaiah Martin. And here is Caden Raymond. And the first pitch to Raymond up high. On the year, Raymond hitting .316. And the 1-0 drops in for a called strike with a breaking ball. So 1-1 to Caden Raymond. On deck is Paul Saffer, who homered yesterday. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swinging a line shot foul back off the screen. So it's 1-2, the count to Caden Raymond. Here it is from Isaiah Martin. The 1-2 pitch, up and in, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down for Raymond. Nobody on here. Top of the first. If you're just joining us, you're just in time for some PSCL baseball. It is the Coyotes and the Haymakers. 2-2 pitch. Just a bit high. 3-2. So Caden Raymond, the .316 hitter, batting third, a well-deserved spot in this lineup. Three and two, the count to Raymond. The pitch right down the middle. Strike 3 called, and that'll end the inning. So Martin goes 1-2-3 with a pair of punch-outs, one looking, one swinging. We go to the last of the first. It's the Coyotes nothing, and the Haymakers coming up here on the PSCL YouTube network.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
So here is Samuel Jaramillo to lead things off for the Haymakers. The score is 0-0, bottom one. And Jaramillo takes a first pitch low from Daniel Smith. Here's the defensive alignment for the Coyotes. Behind Smith, it'll be in the outfield from left to right. Saffer, again, Baker. Lomax and Thomas on the left side of the infield. Seth Huante, Alex Carbajal on the right side. And Caden Raymond will be in the squad, putting on the signs. 2-0 quickly to Samuel Jaramillo. So the lineup will go Jaramillo, Miles Washington, Gene Bianco. Then it'll be John Guerrero, as that one is low. Martin Korselman and Crawford, 5, 6, 7. Connor Crawford, 8. Philip Swinford, 9. And Andre Landeros will be the 10-hole. 3-0 pitch. Right there for a called strike. So 3-1 to Jaramillo from Daniel Smith, and it's fouled back. So it's 3-2 the count. Here is the 3-2 pitch from Daniel Smith. Swinging a high pop-up foul and back out of play. So he's Samuel Jaramillo hanging in there. The starting right fielder today for the Haymakers. Plays all over the outfield. 3-2 pitch. Got him with the breaking ball right there at the top of the zone. One away. So tough way to go down for Jaramillo, who battles, but ultimately falters and strikes out. That'll bring in Miles Washington. So here is Washington. The first four batters of this game for the two teams have gone down in order. And Washington takes a healthy rip at a breaking ball. It's 0-1. It's a beautiful day in Palm Springs. Temperatures in the 90s for most of the day. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a line drive to right field. Base hit. It falls in right in front of Baker. So first knock of the game is the property of Miles Washington. So he's aboard on first with nobody out, with one out, pardon me, and here's Gene Bianco. And Bianco, we've seen him with the power this season. He has been spectacular in the PSCL. And now he steps in for the first time against Smith. Pitch, skips in the dirt and gets away, and escaping for second base, Washington, and he will make it without a throw. So now a runner in scoring position for Bianco. Isaiah Martin pitched an impressive top of the first inning for the Haymakers, struck out a pair and retired the side in order. Now Daniel Smith on the other side of the first in a little bit of trouble here with a runner off of second, just one out. And now he'll step off and stare Washington back to second base. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-1. So Bianco plays all over the infield, but primarily over at the hot corner. The 1-1 pitch is just high, 2-1. And for Bianco, an impressive season in the PSCL so far, hitting .385. He's 10 for 26. He's been fantastic. Had a couple of home runs, and he's been one of the best hitters in the PSCL. 2-1 pitch from Daniel Smith. And he steps off now before the 2-1 and looks Washington back to second for the second time. So 2-1 the count to Gino Bianco. A .433 on base average as this one is in the dirt. 3-1 to Bianco. case you missed it, the Power last night won by a final score of, get this, 20-6. And no, that is not an NFL game. That one, ball 4 in the dirt. Now a throw down to third. And Washington is safe on the dropped ball by Lomax. So now runners on the corners on the walk and steal. So Bianco takes first, and here is John Guerrero. And Guerrero is hitting right at 360. He's got a 500 on base average, thanks to 6 walks in 32 plate appearances. Pretty impressive stuff. Here's a pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch is down low, and taking second easily is Bianco, so stolen base for him. So already 2 stolen bases in the inning, and now it's got 2 runners in scoring position here. Leading off of third, Washington. Bianco off of second. The pitch to Guerrero is a called strike. One and one out. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up, and this one will range back out of play. And it landed in the press box.
How did it do that?
And we had our shade closed about 3/4 of the way, and I have no idea how that one got in here, but it did. And that one is fouled off. And I thought when I heard a loud noise, it must have landed on the very top of the press box over our heads, and I now have possession of the ball. Man, oh my, how did that one come in? It almost hit one of the 2 gentlemen in the room next to me as that one's fouled off. And that is the second time we've gotten a ball in the press box this season from the PSCL.
Yeah, what? Did you see it must have came through a slot here.
And I'm assuming it must have hit the bleachers and bounced through.
Maybe bounce. Did it hit the roof? 'Cause I heard a bang.
So that one is foul.
Did it hit this and then?
That is a strange way for the ball to land in here, because with the angle that the netting is at, the ball could not have gotten through directly into the press box, so it must have taken a bounce on the bleachers. That one left off the outside. 2-2 to Guerrero. And the 2-2 pitch. And it's a ground ball to third, and it gets by Lomax. And coming in to score, Washington. And Bianco's going to score. And it's 2-0 Haymakers here in the bottom of the first. So a 2-run base hit for John Guerrero. And the Haymakers have jumped out to an early 2-0 lead as they assault Daniel Smith here in the early going. So an eventful bottom of the first. A foul ball into the press box. A couple of knocks, a walk, 2 runs come across. And that will bring up Isaiah Martin. Now on to third. Lomax second for 1. Back to first. In time. Double play. So that will end the inning. Smith gets out of it with just the 2 earned runs. We go to the top of the second. It's 2-0 Haymakers. When we come back, it'll be Saffer, Wonko, and Lomax due up for the Coyotes on the other side on the PSCL YouTube network.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
So here is Paul Saffer now to lead things off in the top half of the second. 2-0 Haymakers on the E5. Originally we thought it might have been a hit up here, but our official scores up here are data analytics guy Leo and our scorekeeper for today, Vince. They have ruled it an error, so no 2-run single for John Guerrero. So Saffer takes a called strike. It's 1-1. Regardless, it is 2 runs that come across. And it's 2-0 Haymakers here. And the 1-1 off the outside with a changeup, 2-1. So Saffer, Wonko, and Lomax, the first 3 for the Coyotes here. Top 2 is that one is ripped but foul off to the right side, out of play next to the batting cages, 2-2. So Saffer, bright red batting gloves, home run yesterday, steps back in. And rips this one on the ground to first. It's a sliding stop by Landeros and a throw to first in time. Boy, that was a close play. And Saffer throws his hands up in disbelief. He cannot believe that he was called out. But here at Palm Springs Stadium, there is no replay review, so it'll be a 3-1 putout, and Saffer is retired. Nice play by Landeros. And good hustle by Isaiah Martin covering. So here is Logan Wonko. Nobody on, 1 out. And the pitch. And it's up high. It's 1-0. Saffer's home run yesterday put the Coyotes up 7-1 before an absolute implosion of the bullpen happened as Wonko lines this one up the middle. Base hit. So Wonko is aboard. First hit of the day for the Coyotes. But an absolute implosion of their bullpen against the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies ended up winning that game 8-7. They entered the bottom half of the 8th down 7-1 and came all the way back and scored 7 unanswered runs in the final 2 frames, including 5 runs in the bottom half of the 7th inning. As there's a called strike to Henry Lomax. Lomax takes a healthy rip and misses. It's 0-2. Lomax on the year hitting right at the Mendoza line, 200. He's 4 for 20. but he's got a 385 on base average. Now he shortens up here 0-2. The pitch on the ground could be a pair. To second for one goes Corselman. Back to first. In time, double play. The inning is over. What another great inning for Isaiah Martin. He's through 2 scoreless. We go to the last of the second, where it's 2-0 Haymakers here on the Power Summer Collegiate League YouTube network.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Caden Raymond throws down to second, and we are back underway here for the bottom half of the second inning. It's Daniel Smith back on the mound for his second inning of work. And he will first face off against Jacob Corselman. And Corselman looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Corselman, the shortstop, started that really nice double play to end the top half of the second inning. 0-1 pitch from Smith. Down low. And Corselman on the year having a great time at the plate. He's 10 for 30, good for a .333 batting average with a home run and a team-high 9 runs batted in. Swinging a bouncer foul down the left field line. So it's 1-2 to Jacob Corselman. Corselman known for his glove, but a surprising performance with the bat, and that will continue with a base hit that gets by Saffer, the left fielder, and onto the warning track. So Corselman will pump for third. Here he comes, and he's going to make it in standing up. It's a triple for Jacob Corselman to lead off the bottom of the second. So a base hit, a diving effort by Saffer. Couldn't come up with it. And it turns a leadoff single into a leadoff triple, nobody out. And here is Tyler Crawford with a big-time RBI opportunity. Haymakers looking to add to this early lead. It's 2-0 with a runner off of third. Nobody out here, bottom second. The pitch is down low to Crawford, who checks his swing. It's 1-0. Crawford hitting right at 200, and he lines this one to first. Now the play made by the second baseman, Hawante, who flips to Carbajal, but the run comes across. So the Haymakers trade the run for the out. It's 3-0, and Crawford will get the RBI. So there's some old-fashioned situational hitting right there. A soft ground ball gets the runner in, and here is Connor Crawford, his brother. And that one low in the dirt, 1-0. So Connor Crawford on the year, hitting an astounding .364 with a perhaps even more impressive .533 on base average. And here is the pitch to Connor Crawford, and it's down low. So it's 2-0 to Crawford. And the 2-0 pitch, up and away, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch to Connor Crawford. Low and away, ball 4. So Crawford with the 4-pitch walk. It's Smith's second walk of the day. That will bring up the second baseman, Philip Swinford. Swinford takes a slider down low, 1-0. On deck is Andre Landeros. And Swinford takes a called strike. It's 1-1. One pitch from Daniel Smith with Crawford leading off of first. Crawford goes. Here's a pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Throw it on to second is into center field. And Crawford will stay put at second. So the stolen base for Connor Crawford, third of the day for the Haymakers. And back to the matter at hand. The count is 1-2 to Swinford, who now, apparently that was strike 3. So Swinford is down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And he looks just as confused as we are up here. I thought that was strike 2. Apparently not. So here comes Andre Landeros. And Landeros takes off the outside. So Christian Alford is on deck. That one down low in the dirt. And for some reason, they sent Connor Crawford back to first. And I cannot tell you why, but they sent him back to first after the stolen base. 2-0 pitch. In there, called strike. So they called interference. That one, slow roll to third. Lomax, plenty of time and bobbles it. And now he throws back to second, and they got Crawford in a rundown. And they'll apply the tag. The inning is over. So that'll do it for the second inning. It's 3-0 Haymakers when we come back on the PSCL YouTube network.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
So here is Jaden Mizokami stepping in for the first time. Mizokami, a right-handed designated hitter today. Really nice guy. I picked him up at the airport when he got into town and arrived for the PSCL among other players, but Mizokami especially one of the nicer guys. He's a very humble young man, And he will face Isaiah Martin here, and here is the first pitch, and it's in for a called strike, 0-1. And for Mizukami, on the season, he's hitting 118. It's been a struggle for him. He's 2 for 17. And he takes off the inside. Does have a 286 on base average. So 1-1 the count to Jaden Mizukami. Here it is, off the outside, 2-1. Two one from Martin to Mizukami, the pitch. Ooh, just off the inside. 3-1 the count. That one was close. Three-1 is lined into center field. And coming in to make the catch, Miles Washington, one away. Some more hard luck for Mizukami. And that's kind of been his season in a nutshell. Really just hitting the ball right where defenders are at. So one away here after the L8 put out, and here is Landon Baker. And the first pitch is down to Baker. It's 1-0 Baker. On the year is hitting at 273, but he's got a 543 on base average. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swinging a foul back. It's 1-1. One count to Landon Baker, the pitch. Right in there with a curveball, 1-2. Isaiah Martin has been absolutely filthy through 2 1/3. Just one hit, no walks, no earned runs. A pair of strikeouts. And that one got him with the curveball right there on the lower third. And Martin with his third punch out of the day. So he is rolling here through 2 2/3. He's gone 8 up and 8 down after a double play to end the second inning. And here's Riley Thomas trying to change the tide for the Coyotes. Christian Alford will lead things off in the bottom of the third for the Haymakers. Here's the first pitch to Riley Thomas, and he takes a low looping curveball for a called strike. 0-1. And Riley Thomas hitting 286 on the year. He's 7 for 21. Make that 6 for 21 as he pops this one foul and back out of play. Just out of the reach of Landeros, the first baseman. So 0-2 quickly to Riley Thomas. Martin steps back on, looking for his 4th strikeout of the morning. The 0-2 pitch. Way off the outside with another curveball. 1-2. And for Isaiah Martin, this has been far and away the best outing of his season. As that one got him. So we go to the last of the third. Isaiah Martin's rolling here for the Haymakers. It's 3-0. The Haymakers still lead on the PSCL YouTube network.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Hamburgers, all about.
Thank you for calling the sandwich spot. Is this a sandwich emergency?
It's a sandwich emergency!
Great sandwiches made with love. The Sandwich Spot. Love all, eat all. Located in downtown Palm Springs inside of the Henry Frank Arcade.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyric. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Christian Alford will come up to lead things off here. Bottom three. Haymakers still lead 3-0. And Alford up now for the first time, and he needs a base hit. He's 1 for 15 on the year, and he squares the bunt, pulls it back on the pitch high and in. It's 1-0. Alford looking for his second knock in this, his 10th game. And he takes a called strike. It's 1-1 to Christian Alford. Samuel Jaramillo on deck, the leadoff man, and a perfect bunt by Alford. This one will roll down the third base line. Lomax with a barehanded play to first, and the throw is wild. So it is an infield single for Christian Alford. Looked like he would have had a chance to beat out the throw anyway. And Alford, by way of a perfectly placed squeeze, has his second hit of the season. So he nearly doubles his batting average, up to 125, and up comes Samuel Jaramillo. There's a big, mighty swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch to Jaramillo. Spikes in the dirt, and Alford will take off for second. So into scoring position goes Christian Alford. And Samuel Jaramillo now with an RBI opportunity. He's 0 for 1 with a punch-out. And he is Daniel Smith's only strikeout victim in this game. Smith struck out the first batter of the game and now has faced 10 batters since without a strikeout. Here's the 1-1. It's in the dirt. Alford now moves to third. So this is exactly why Alford is in the lineup. First of all, for his glove, and second, and perhaps more importantly, for his sheer athleticism. You see him with a perfect bunt on the third base line, beats out the wild throw, and now has taken 2 bags and a couple of pitches in the dirt. So already all the way over to third. He's kind of like an Ellie De La Cruz on the base paths. If he gets a single, it's essentially a triple. A 2-1 pitch, line drive into center field, base hit. Alford will score easily. Jaramillo's got an RBI single. It's 4-0 Haymakers here, bottom 3. So perfect situational hitting. And that brings up Washington with a man off of first. Still nobody out here, bottom 3. 4-0 Haymakers. And the first pitch is down low. It's 1-0. Washington is 1 for 1 with a base hit, a stolen base, and a run scored. And the 1-0 pitch in there with a breaking ball called strike, 1-1. Washington, another speedy outfielder for this Haymakers team. They've got a lot of speed. And the pitch, swinging a line shot, foul off the netting. That's 1-2 to Miles Washington. If you're just joining us, thank you for doing so. I am Jack Lennon. Vince Hesprick is producing, and he'll be along for game number 2 of this doubleheader. I have no doubt that you viewers at home will very much enjoy his presence. The 1-2 pitch up high, 2-2. So Washington with Jaramillo off of first, steps back in for the 2-2 pitch. And here it is. Jaramillo takes off. The pitch is up and away. The throw down to second was in time, but bobbled over there by Thomas as it took a skip and a hop in the dirt. So now the count 3-2 with a runner in scoring position as Jaramillo swipes the bag. So an eventful sequence for Samuel Jaramillo. A RBI single and then a stolen base. Now in scoring position for a 3-2 payoff pitch to Miles Washington. And here it is. And Washington lines it foul to stay alive. So 3-2, the count to Miles Washington. The pitch off the outside, ball 4. What an at-bat. So Washington takes the 8-pitch walk. And that brings up Bianco. Bianco in his first time walked, scored, and stole a bag. And now he's got a big at-bat here, a big opportunity to drive in some runs with 2 men on, nobody out. And he grounds this one to third. Through for a base hit past the reaching Lomax. Putting the brakes on at third is Jaramillo on the nice throw home by Paul Saffer. So the bases will be loaded on the base hit by Bianco for John Guerrero. And Guerrero reached on an error his first time up, and that error brought 2 runs across. So here is John Guerrero. Big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. Already a 4-0 lead, a chance to really break this game open. The pitch from Smith, swing and a miss. A shortcut there. And it's 0-1. So Smith's line so far, 2 innings pitched, a strikeout, 3 walks, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned. And his 0-1 pitch, Guerrero, did he go around? He did not, 1-1. And now on appeal, they will say he did go around. So the 1-1 pitch to Guerrero, swinging a line shot to first. Play is made there, and now they will tag him out at home. Jaramillo is gone. Double play. Boy, not your average double play. It was a 3 unassisted put out, and then a throw home, so it'll go 3 unassisted, and then 3-2 for the double play. And that is huge. So now runners on the corners for Isaiah Martin, who grounded into a double play his first time up. 2 down, runners on the corners. 1 run already across here, and the first pitches are called strike. So Smith could not have asked for a better result there. Runner goes from first, and there will be no throw. And the pitch is low. It's 1-1. So 1-1 the count. Runners leading off of third and second. And that's Washington and Bianco doing so. There's the 1-1 pitch to Isaiah Martin. And he takes down low for a ball. 2-1. Very unorthodox double play. I don't think I've ever seen a 3 unassisted 3-2 double play. That one low in the dirt, and it will score Washington. It gets by the catcher Raymond, so Washington comes across to score. It's 5-0. And that one hurts. You get the double play ball. Now all you need is an out to get out of the inning with just a 1 earned run. And instead you spike one in the dirt, and now it's a 5-0 ball game. And a base hit away from being blowout territory for Isaiah Martin. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. And coming home on ball 4 and sliding in, out at the plate is Bianco. So that will end the inning after the walk by Martin. Bianco is tagged out at home. We go to the top half of the 4th. The Haymakers add 2. It's 5-0 here on the PSCL YouTube network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
I'm good. Welcome back to lovely Palm Springs Stadium for the Haymakers and the Coyotes. It is 5-0 Haymakers here, top 4. And up first for the Coyotes, it'll be Alex Carball. So Carbajal steps in for the first time, and he lines this one foul and almost hit one of our game day operations interns, Griffin 40, who had to duck out of the way. So 0-1 to Alex Carbajal. Off the outside. Carbajal, a taller guy, and it shows in his batting stats, slugging .810. He's got 11 RBIs, tied for second on the team with Tyler Langby, and they only trail Cooper Sitton. And the 1-1 pitch in there, called strike 1-2. A .476 batting average, a .645 on base average, a .1455 OPS for Alex Carbajal. And the 1-2 pitch from Martin. Got him with the slider on the outside corner. So Martin's got his 5th strikeout on the day. Make that his 4th. As he continues to roll through. He's in 3 1/3 into this ball game. And he has given up just 1 base runner. A base hit by Logan Wonko. And Wonko was immediately retired as part of a double play. So 10 outs, 10 batters for Isaiah Martin. Pretty impressive stuff. First pitch on the inside to Jacob Ginn. And the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. So Ginn, then Hawante, and if one of those two was able to reach, it would be the catcher, Caden Raymond. 1-1 the count to Jacob Ginn from Isaiah Martin. The pitch. Down low, 2-1. So 2-1 is the count to Jacob Ginn from Isaiah Martin. The pitch right there with a fastball for a called strike, 2-2. So 3 1/3 for Martin. No walks. And came into this game with, get this, a 22.50 ERA. And the fastball right on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. So Ginn down on strikes for the second time today. This time he caught looking. And 5 punch-outs through 3 2/3 for Isaiah Martin. Pretty incredible stuff. He is rolling. So here's Seth Hawante. And Hawante takes high with a curveball that just never really broke. It's 1-0. One-0 pitch to Hawante. Right there on the outside corner with a fastball called strike 1. And I think what Martin has done so well today is he's just found ways to hit the zone. He's nibbled around the corners, but he's hit the corners and very successfully so. 1-1 pitch in the dirt. 2-1. And he has had one heck of an outing today. So the 2-1 pitch from Martin to Hawante is fouled back. 2-2 with 2 outs. And as my good friend and colleague would say, Ethan Oliveris, this is wild here in the top of the 4th. So here it is, the pitch. Swinging a high pop-up. Calling everybody off and making a bobbling drop is the catcher Guerrero. So Guerrero had ran all the way over by the dugout, about halfway between the dugout and third base, and called off the third baseman Bianco, which proved to maybe not be the best idea. So it's 2-2. We'll do it again. From Martin to Hawante. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back off the netting. And if not for the netting, that one might have had a chance to get into the broadcast booth. I don't think there's ever been a time where we've gotten 2 in the same day. At least not while I've been here. Two pitch with 2 down, nobody on, top 4. This one is popped up. Guerrero, this time making a lunging catch. The inning is over. So through 4 innings scoreless, 1 base runner for Isaiah Martin. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. It's 5-0. The Haymakers lead when we come back on the PSCL YouTube network.
Quality first is quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Welcome back to lovely Palm Springs Stadium. We got a new pitcher. It's Javier Avalos, a Sacramento, California native, a 6'2", 200-pounder. On the year, Avalos making his 6th appearance. He's got a 9 ERA with a 1.92 whip. 12 innings pitched, 12 earned runs, 15 hits. 8 walks to just 15 strikeouts. He is a strikeout-first guy. So he replaces Daniel Smith, who leaves the game qualifying for the loss, and the first pitch is low with a breaking ball. It's 1-0. So Jacob Corselman, the first hitter now for the Haymakers in the last of the fourth. They already lead. It's 5-0 here in the desert. A common misconception. This actually a part of the Colorado desert. That one in for a called strike. Many people think it's part of the Mojave Desert, but the National Park Joshua Tree, that one is fouled off. And the city of Joshua Tree is part of the Mojave Desert, not Palm Springs. So although the two cities only 50 minutes apart, at most 1 hour, not a part of the same desert. That one fouled off. So 2-2 the count to Jacob Corselman. He actually got out to the Mojave a couple of days ago, was hiking up in Joshua Tree, and just a beautiful experience. 2-2 pitch. One off the inside. I grew up in California, been to some of the national parks in this great state, but Joshua Tree was not one of them until Monday morning rolled around. 3-2 pitch, up and in, ball 4. So Corselman draws the walk to lead off the fourth. But perhaps the most fascinating part of the national park, and one of the highest rated national parks consistently year after year, was not only the Joshua trees themselves, but the incredible, diverse, and unique rock formations all over the park. Here's the first pitch from Avalos to Connor. Make that Tyler Crawford, and it's off the outside for a ball, 1-0. But I thoroughly enjoyed my experience, and I would recommend it to anyone. Just make sure you go early in the morning. I was there at 7:30 a.m. to make sure I wasn't getting just bombarded by the desert sun. And here's a 1-0 pitch, and it's up and away, 2-0. So if you go to Joshua Tree, if you go to the high desert, the Mojave, make sure if you're hiking that you bring plenty of water, some salty snacks, and get out there early in the morning. Now here's a pickoff throw to first. Diving back safely is Corselman. 2-0 pitch to Tyler Crawford. Swinging a high fly ball out towards left, moving back. Saffer now coming in a step or two to make the catch, 1 away. So Crawford is 0 for 2. And here is his brother Connor Crawford. I'll throw back to first again to check on Corselman. Now the throw down a second on the steal attempt, not in time. So Corselman will steal a bag. His first steal of the day. On the year for Corselman, that is his 5th steal. Tied now with Guerrero, the catcher, for a team lead. Rare you see a catcher lead the team in stolen bases. That one fouled back by Crawford. On deck is Philip Swinford, the second baseman today, and he's 0 for 1. This one grounded to third. Lomax checks on the runner at second, now throws to first, to Carbajal in time. Now here's a throw down to third, and advancing to third on the play on a delayed attempt is Corselman. He will make it standing up. So the 5-3 ground out for Crawford does move the runner over, but now there are 2 down for Swinford. So base hit will score a run and put the Haymakers up 6-0. With Landeros, the man on deck, he's also 0 for 1. I wanted to correct myself. In Swinford's last at-bat, he did not strike out. It was, in fact, strike 2. He had interfered with the catcher's attempt to throw out the runner and was called out because of it. Now it's 0-2 to Swinford once again. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a high pop-up into shallow center field. Thomas back, coming in and making a diving attempt, but not getting it is Ginn. A run scores on the play, and the throw to second is wild. So it's a unorthodox double for Swinford. And he drives in a run on the play. Corselman will score. It's 6-0 Haymakers, and they have now scored in every inning. They've gone 2-1, 2-1, a bit of a pattern. And here is Andre Landeros for the second time, 0 for 1 with a fielder's choice. That one left off the outside. Alford, the speedy outfielder, is on deck. One 0 pitch. Up high, 2-0. So, Andre Landeros takes high again, 3-0. So that looping base hit for Swinford, that one just kept on falling and falling and falling. Thomas went out, and Ginn came in, and neither one could get it. Now a 4-pitch walk issued to Landeros, so he is aboard. And here is Christian Alford. And Alford's 1 for 1 with a base hit. And he also scored a run. And the first pitch to Alford with 2 on is up high. Alford very fast. And he is the starting left fielder today for the Haymakers. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Takes a called strike. He was in take mode the whole way there with Avalos struggling to hit the zone. He's already issued 2 walks in the inning. Alford might have to swing here. And now he asks for time. So Alford steps out 1-1. Squares to bunt, pulls it back and takes a hack. 1-2. Healthy rip there for Christian Alford. One and two down, 2 men lead off. Alford swings and misses strike 3. The pitch is dropped. Raymond up with it. Throws to first. In time to Carball. The inning is over. We go to the top of the 5th. The Haymakers add to their lead. It's 6-0 here on the Power Summer Collegiate League YouTube network.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching,
Caden Raymond will lead off the top of the 5th against the red-hot Isaiah Martin. Martin has gone 4 innings in this game, struck out 5, given up just 1 hit, no earned runs. So it'll be Raymond, Saffer, and Wonko, who are a combined 1 for 3 in this game so far. And the first pitch to Raymond is a bit high. 7 straight retired by the lights-out Martin. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a high, pop-up but foul and ranging back out of play. So Martin has faced 12. He's retired 11. And the only base hit he gave up, which was a Logan Wonko single up the middle, was immediately pulled back by a double play. One 1 pitch. Swinging a topper foul by Raymond. 1-2. So 1-2 the count to Caden Raymond, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Raymond takes just off the outside, dangerous pitch to take there. So 2-2 it is to Caden Raymond. Here's a 2-2. Off the outside, ball 3. So one of the very few 3-ball counts we've seen from Isaiah Martin today. And with the way he's pitched, I don't think expanding the zone would be a horrible idea. 3-2 pitch. Topper foul. But up by 6 runs, he's looking to just attack hitters, get quick outs, which he's done well all day long. And he has been fantastic. 3-2 the count to Raymond, who is leading off the inning. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Way off the outside, and it skips onto the backstop, ball 4. So the first walk of the day issued by Isaiah Martin comes in the 4th inning. Make that the 5th. Here's Paul Saffer. And for the Coyotes, it's just one guy at a time, keep the line moving with the 6-run deficit, the elephant in the room. And Isaiah Martin's first pitch to Saffer is swung on and fouled back towards us again, and it nails off the protective metal sheet that we have up here. And if not for the metal sheet, that one would too have been in the broadcast booth. So had we pulled it up, we would have had 2 in the same day. So 0-1 to Paul Saffer. One down low, 1-1. So thank goodness for the metal sheet that we have. A, for shading us up here in the heat, and B, for protecting us from foul balls like that. 1-1 the count to Paul Saffer with Caden Raymond, the man leading off first. The pitch, swinging a ground ball through, base hit to right field. Saffer's got his first knock of the day. And now 2 on today for the first time all day against Isaiah Martin. And still nobody out here. So that'll bring up Logan Wonko. And apart from Saffer, Wonko's got the only hit in this game for the Coyotes. So a quick word of encouragement from the catcher, Guerrero, to the pitcher, Isaiah Martin. Now Guerrero departs, and Wonko steps in for the second time. Wonko singled up the middle before being the first victim of a Henry Lomax double play. And the first pitch to Wonko is lined back off the netting. So Martin, even though he's given up the walk and the base hit in this inning, he's still done a nice job of getting ahead early in the counts. The 0-1 pitch from Martin to Wonko. A curveball. Ooh, looked like it dropped in for a strike, instead off the inside, 1-1. Lomax, who's 0 for 1, is the man on deck. One pitch to Wonko. Popped up and foul. And that one off the top of the broadcast booth. These foul balls are really liking us today. So 1-2 the count. To Logan Wonko. Crucial at bat here. And the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Scooped by Bianco over there, and there will be no play at second. The play is at first. So a productive out for Wonko, who moves both runners into scoring position on the 5-3 putout. And here is Henry Lomax. So Lomax is 0 for 1 with the crucial double play. And Lomax squares the bunt. This one's in the dirt. Nice block, though, by John Guerrero. John Guerrero will go out to the mound for a quick word with Isaiah Martin. And this is the first time all day that we've seen the Coyotes build any sort of momentum against Martin. Martin, through 4 1/3, has given up just 2 hits. One to Wonko, one to Saffer, and the latter of whom leads off of second base. Raymond off of third. So here is Lomax, the 2-0 pitch, a big one from Martin, and Lomax skies this one on the infield. A very, very, very high pop-up, and it is caught at short by Jacob Korselman. So a non-productive out for Lomax, and that will bring up Jaden Mizokami. So Lomax is retired. He's 0 for 2. And Mizokami needs a knock. First pitch to him is right there with a fastball on the outer third for a called strike. Oh, and 1 to Mizokami. He takes down low, 1-1. Inning started off with a walk and a base hit. Ground out by Wonko, moved both runners into scoring position as that pitch is high with a curveball. But now, still nobody across, and Martin with a chance to get out of this completely untouched. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So Mizokami down to his final strike here with a big RBI opportunity, and one, quite frankly, the Coyotes have no choice but to capitalize on. 2-2 pitch with 2 down. 2 men on here, top 5. Coyotes trail 6-0. And Martin nods and delivers. Swinging a foul back. 2-2. Mizukami with a nice approach there to stay alive. So Mizukami stands back in and waits. 2-2 pitch from Martin. Here it is. It's a curveball and it's way high. 3-2. So a crucial 3-2 pitch coming up from Isaiah Martin to Jaden Mizukami. Landon Baker is the man on deck. No action still in the Coyotes bullpen, and for good reason. 3-2 pitch from Martin on the ground sharply to short, and it's through. So Korzelman had it, and it took a little bit of a weird bounce, but it will be scored an error regardless. And 2 runs will come across, both unearned for Isaiah Martin, and that is a tough break for the man on the mound. So the inning will continue on the E6. And that will bring up Landon Baker. So 2 come across here in the top of the 5th. That's the inaugural runs for the Coyotes, who are now on the board at 6-2. So 6-2 Coyotes. Here's a 1-0 pitch with 2 down from Isaiah Martin. And it's low in the dirt and it gets away. Mizukami will head for second. Now this one rolls all the way towards the dugout. Nearly got out of play. Mizukami could have gotten third on that if it did roll out of play. So Landon Baker the man at the dish with 2 down here, 2-0 count, another runner in scoring position. This time it's Mizukami. Martin in danger of yielding the 3rd run of the inning. That one up and in. So 3-0. And this 5th frame, really the first time all day that we have seen Isaiah Martin fall behind in counts. The count to Landon Baker. And that is ball 4. So Martin, yes, the error hurts, but not doing himself any favors with 2 walks in the inning. And so that will bring up Riley Thomas. And Thomas is 0 for 1. Carbajal is the man on deck, so things could get real dangerous here for Isaiah Martin. If Thomas were to reach, the tying run would come up. First pitch to Riley Thomas is up high, 1-0. So 5 straight balls that have missed the zone for Isaiah Martin. And for Cam Vollmer's Coyotes, still no action down in that bullpen. Trusting Martin to get out of this inning. 1-0. Down in the dirt, 2-0. So 6 straight balls that have missed the zone for Martin, and now he'll take a bit of a longer walk here. Now he settles back down on the mound. The 2-0 pitch with 2 down to Riley Thomas. The pitch up high again with a fastball, 3-0. And Martin starting to tread very lightly here. A 3-0 count, 2 down, 2 on. That one way outside, ball 4. So Thomas takes his bag, and the bases are loaded for Alex Carbajal. Still no action in the Haymakers bullpen. Now we'll have a meeting on the mound. So back-to-back 4-pitch walks for Isaiah Martin, something that we have not gotten used to seeing from him today. He's got 3 walks in the inning, came into the 5th with none the entire day. Just needs 1 out to get out of this 5th inning without an earned run. He's got 2 runs that have come across in the inning, neither one earned. And in steps Alexander Carbajal. Carbajal's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. This is a guy who's got light tower power, though. Martin's got to be careful. Carbajal takes a low strike. My goodness. Boy, that one was very low. Carbajal thought so, too, shaking his head. So the 0-1 to Alex Carbajal, the pitch from Isaiah Martin. 1-1. And if I'm Carbajal, I'm still not swinging because now basically you've seen 2 pitches out of the zone, one of which was called for a strike, but regardless, you've seen 2 pitches out of the zone. That is 10 straight pitches out of the zone for Isaiah Martin. And there is no reason to swing right now for Alex Carbajal. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back off the catcher's mask of Guerrero. So 1-2. So now Martin has got Carbajal in swing mode. So 1-2 with 2 outs. See if Martin can get out of it again. Shakes off Guerrero. Now steps into it. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a bloop into shallow center field. Moving back to make a lunging catch. Philip Swinford saves at least a pair of runs. The inning is over. 2 runs come across, neither earned for Isaiah Martin. He is through 5 innings. We go to the last of the 5th. It's 6-2. The Haymakers lead the Coyotes here on the Power Summer Collegiate League YouTube network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit.
Last of the 5th here at Palm Springs Stadium. A reminder that all PSCL games go either 7 innings or a 2-hour and 15-minute time limit. That 2-hour, 15-minute time limit is not a drop-dead time limit. It is after 2 hours and 15 minutes, another inning cannot be played. As the first pitch is a strike to Samuel Jaramillo, who stands in for the 3rd time. He's got an RBI base knock and a stolen base. He takes called strike 2. Avalos back out for his 2nd inning of work. And he's Samuel Jaramillo there with a soft swing and miss, strike 3. So Avalos with his 2nd punch out of the morning. Just to educate you on that time limit rule, we're just about an hour and a half into that 2-hour and 15-minute timer, so not likely that this game ends in a time limit, as this one is fouled off by Miles Washington. And Washington's 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored and a base hit. Swinging a line drive, and he's got another base hit right at the right fielder Baker, and Washington is aboard with 1 away. So here is Gino Bianco for the third time, and he is also 1 for 1 with a run scored and a stolen base and a walk. He's done it all today, except get an extra base hit. So looking to bring in Washington here with an extra base hit. Pitch, swinging a high fly ball, not deep at all. Into left field, Saffer moves underneath it to make the catch. 2 down. So 1 pitch out for Bianco. That brings up the catcher, John Guerrero. Throw over to first, diving back safely, Washington. Guerrero is 0 for 2. He reached on an error and rolled into a double play. And the pitch to him is a little bit high. And now a balk will be called. So no pitch. Washington goes down to second. Swinging a tapper foul off the catcher's mask. It's 0-1. So over to second trots Miles Washington. And the 1-0-1 pitch to Guerrero. He slashes this one foul off the backstop. 0-2. The man on deck is Isaiah Martin, who's 0 for 1 with a double play. But more importantly, a fantastic outing on the mound for Martin. I don't think he's too worried about that double play ball. And Guerrero shoots this one to short. Riley Thomas going to be a tough play. Throw from deep short, not in time. So an infield single for John Guerrero, who's got great speed for a catcher, leads his team in stolen bases with 5. And now we'll bring up Isaiah Martin. Runners on the corners now for the starting pitcher. Chance to give himself some extra run support. And finally some action in that Haymakers bullpen. Looks like Martin's day might be done. And warming up is Andre Landeros. Landeros has got a 14.54 ERA. As the courtesy runner comes on for the catcher, Guerrero. And it's number 49, Najee Basil. First pitch is lined in the left field. Base hit for Isaiah Martin, so he will give himself that extra run support. Coming in to score on the play, Washington. Over to second goes Basil. First knock of the day for Isaiah Martin. Give him an RBI. It's 7-2. Haymakers. So 3 hits in the inning. There's a called strike to Jacob Korselman. Korselman is 1 for 1 with a triple, a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. On 1 from Avalos, swinging a chopper on the ground to second. It is Hawante who throws to Carbajal. The inning is over. We have a 5-run game here. It's 7-2. The Haymakers extend their lead. They've scored in every frame. And we go to the top of the 6th when we come back on the Power Summer Collegiate League YouTube network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Bye. So the top of the order will come up for the Coyotes, and they need it. They need some runs to come across here quickly as we go to the second to last inning. It'll be Jacob Ginn. And that first pitch is low. And it is still Isaiah Martin out there for the Haymakers. You'd love to see that. He's pitched great. There's a slasher foul. So the count is 1-1 to Jacob Ginn from Isaiah Martin. The 1-1 pitch off the outside, 2-1. Martin back out for his sixth inning of work. Here's his line. He's gone 5 with as many strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned. Swinging a ground ball right back to Martin, who picks it. He will toss to first in time to Londeros. Nice play by Isaiah Martin. He is doing it all today, folks. He's got an RBI knock. He's gone 5 1/3 of winning baseball. And now he's showing off the leather. And here is Seth Hawante. And Hawante's 0 for 2 with a pair of pop-outs, and he lines this one into center field, coming in Washington to make the catch. So Washington makes a head-high catch, 2 down. Couple of quick outs again here for Isaiah Martin, and that's been the story of his outing. So here is Caden Raymond. He is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. And his walk started that rally in the top half of the 5th for the Coyotes, in which they scored a pair. Here's a 2-out first pitch to Raymond, and it's in for a called strike with a fastball, 0-1. A 1 is tapped foul, so 0-2. And this is exactly what Martin has done so well today. He's gotten ahead of hitters, a lot of 1-2, 0-2 counts today. So here is the 0-2 pitch to Caden Raymond. Isaiah Martin delivers. And, just off the outside with a curveball, 1-2. So here is the 1-2 pitch from Isaiah Martin. It's way high over the head of the catcher, John Guerrero. So assuming that Martin is able to get through this inning scoreless, there's 2 out, nobody on, 2-strike count. It'll be interesting to see what the decision is regarding his fate in the 7th inning. If he's going to try and close this baby out, or if the Haymakers will turn to the bullpen to try and get the final 3. 2-2 pitch. Curveball up high, 3-2. (3-2) with 2 down. Swinging a line shot right at short. Nice pick by Corselman. His throw to Landeros in time. Boy, really nice play there. A couple of nice plays in the inning by the Haymakers defensive alignment. It's still 7-2. We are through 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And the Haymakers look to extend their lead once again when we come back on the PSCL YouTube network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster.
Tyler Crawford to lead things off in the bottom of the 6th. He is 0 for 2. Tyler Crawford, one of the star pitchers for the Palm Springs Power. And the 3rd inning for Javier Avalos starts off with a ball low in the dirt, 1-0. So for the Coyotes, Smith went 3, gave up 5, but only 3 of which were earned. And now Avalos is looking to go 3 as this one is flown into shallow left field, moving back to third baseman Lomax, and it will fall in for a base hit. Throw to second, not in time. Crawford has a leadoff double here to start off the 6th. So the Haymakers looking to add on. And that will bring up his brother, Connor Crawford. Connor Crawford is 0 for 1 with a walk and a stolen base. Grounded out to third his last time up. Crawford looking to drive in his brother with a base hit to the outfield. This one is up high with a curveball from Javier Avalos. Avalos has given up 5 hits on the day, but that one perhaps the weakest contact. Philip Swinford is on deck. Connor Crawford takes a healthy hack at a fastball. 1-1. The Haymakers have scored in every inning. They've scored 2-1, 2-1, 1. As Crawford lines this one on the ground to short. Riley Thomas thought about going to third. Now we'll go to first, but it's too late. So Connor Crawford reaches with a infield knock, and he pushes his brother over to third base. The 10th hit of the day for the Haymakers. And here is Philip Swinford with runners on the corners. Nobody out here. Bottom 6. So no action in the Haymakers bullpen, and you know what that means. Looks like Isaiah Martin's going to come out for the top half of the 7th. There's a swing and a miss by Swinford. The Haymakers have dominated this game in every way. 0-1 to Phil Swinford, and he takes up and in. Here's a throw down to second, and caught in a pickle is Crawford, but now he will get into second safely because the second baseman, Hawante, was not covering the bag as Thomas had come in to make the catch from the catcher, Raymond. That one in for a called strike, 1-2 to Swinford, but the tough day continues for the Coyotes. Haymakers have made them look foolish. 1-2 pitch from Javier Avalos. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball. Thomas to first, and Carvajal has to jump, and he's off the bag. And everybody's going to be safe, and a run's going to score. So an E6 for Riley Thomas. So Tyler Crawford scores, moving to third, Connor Crawford, and now runners on the corners for Andre Landeros. And he lines it into right center field. That's a base hit. One run's going to score. Swinford into third. RBI knock for Landeros. It's 9-2. And that is where the errors just kill you. So here is Christian Alford. Pitch to Alford is swung on a miss, strike one. Runners on the corners, still nobody out here. 4 batters into this inning. Samuel Jaramillo, the leadoff man, is on deck. Runner goes for second. Alford takes up and away, ball one, and stealing second safely is Landeros. So now 2 in scoring position, 9-2. Already 2 runs across here, bottom 6. Pitch to Alford. He swings and hits a high but not deep fly ball. This one's got a chance to fall. Diving for it is Thomas, and he makes the catch. And they're going to double him up at second as tagging the bag is Hawante. Incredible double play. Wow, what a sequence. A run does score on the play, but one of the best double plays you will see all season. What a play by Riley Thomas at short. Unbelievable sliding catch. And then he caught Landeros snoozing, who had busted for third before Thomas had even made the catch, and they doubled them off. So a sac fly double play, how often do you see that? So in to score is Swinford. It's 10-2, but now 2 down for Samuel Jaramillo. And the 1-0 pitch to him is swung on and missed, strike one. That one down and away, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Up and away, 3-1 to Samuel Jaramillo. Three-one. Swing and a miss on a big, healthy rip by Jaramillo. So 3 runs have scored in the inning. That's the most the Haymakers have had, but it really should have been more given the situation. 2 runs had already come across. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Swinging a tapper foul and off his foot. But what a double play by Riley Thomas. Incredible sliding catch. Smart play to throw back to second. Awante was waiting. Did Jaramillo go? He did. The tag is applied by Raymond. That'll end the inning. Jaramillo down on strikes for the third time. We go to the top of the seventh. Isaiah Martin will return when we come back on the PSCL YouTube network.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Paul Saffer will lead things off for the Coyotes here. Top 7. Last chance for the Coyotes. We got a new pitcher for the Haymakers. It'll be Andre Landeros. So Martin's day is done. 6 innings, 0 earned runs. 2 unearned. Pitch from Landeros is lined by Saffer up the middle. Base hit. So it falls in front of Washington. Saffer's got his second knock of the day. So he is aboard to lead off the 7th. Here's Logan Wonko. He's 1 for 2. Wonko had a base hit his first time up, the first hit of the day for the Coyotes, and bounced down to third his last time. So Saffer's got 2 of the 3 hits today for the Coyotes. 12 hits on the other side for the Haymakers. Here's the first pitch to Wonko. He takes up and in, 1-0. On deck is Lomax. Lomax is 0 for 2 with a pop out and a GIDP grounded into double play. So the 1-0 count to Logan Wonko. That one way high, 2-0. So it'll be Wonko, Lomax, Mizukami, and then if one of them reaches, Baker, Thomas, Carvajal. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to Wonko. And for Londeros, up by 8 runs. Doesn't need the ground ball, certainly, but it would be nice. Two 2-1 pitch. Up high and in. Ball 3. 3-1. So what you don't want to do is just give them free passes and give them any sort of hope. So now out to the mound forward is Guerrero. Now he departs. 3-1 is the count to Logan Wonko. Not sure what's going on with the umpire here. I guess they had to get a new baseball. Maybe that one for Londeros doesn't have any strikes left in it. So he said, I need a new ball. No strikes in that one. 3-1 the count to Logan Wonko. That one shipped foul on a check swing. 3-2. Three-two pitch from Londeros to Wonko. Got him! And Saffer, in the meantime, steals second, but the strikeout looking for Wonko. Londeros has got his first punch out. 6K of the day for the Haymaker pitching staff. So here's Lomax. Stepping in for the third time. He's 0 for 2. And he's 4 for 22 on the season. Lomax takes low and away on a slider. Initially breaking for third, now trotting back to second, Paul Saffer. So 1-0 to Henry Lomax, the third baseman. Line drive, base hit to right field. Lomax has got his first knock of the day. Pumping the brakes at third, Saffer. And good thing he did. A bullet of a throw home by the right fielder, Jaramillo. So Lomax is aboard. That brings up Jaden Mizukami with 2 men on, only 1 out here. RBI opportunity for Mizukami, who's 0 for 2. He's lined out and reached on an error. So the first pitch from Londeros is up and in, 1-0. Landon Baker, the man on deck. Assuming Mizukami does not roll into a double play. That's the only way that Londeros could get out of this inning right now. The pitch, swinging a high, pop-up, foul, back out of play, and into Sunrise Park. One from Londeros. And there for a called strike, 1-2. So the count is 1-2. The score is 10-2. The Haymakers trying to close this puppy out and get home today with a win. 1-2 pitch from Londeros, up high, 2-2. And men still on the corners here with only 1 out. So opportunity to rally a little bit here for the Coyotes. Mizukami takes down low, 3-2. So 3-2 is your count to Jaden Mizukami. Here it is. The payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Mizukami takes the walk. So now the bases will be loaded for Landon Baker. And Baker's 0 for 1 with a walk and a punch out. Ground ball would get Landeros out of this game, and that one is a ground ball as it skips in the dirt to the home plate. So a ground ball of a pitch there. It's 1-0. Two-0. Now we got a little bit of a mound visit. We got a good one coming up for you immediately following the finishing of this game, just about 30 minutes after. It is the Blue Sox and the North Stars. My colleague and friend Vince Hesprick will be along to make the call of that game as Landeros steps in. So make sure you stay tuned right here on the PSCL YouTube network. 2-0 pitch. In there, called strike, 2-1 with a fastball. So here is the 2-1 pitch from Landeros. Swing and a miss by Baker, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count, 1 out. Got him looking. Breaking ball on the outer third for strike 3. So the second looking strikeout of the inning for Landeros. He's got 2 of those. So it's also given up 2 hits, a walk, bases loaded still now for Riley Thomas, who made a spectacular sliding catch along the left field line out in shallow left field. Pitch is way up high, 1-0, and then doubled up Connor Crawford, who had gotten greedy and started the break for third before the catch was made, with a nice throw to short. The 1-0 pitch. Off the outside, 2-0. Carbajal, the man on deck. Wouldn't be the first time if Baker's retired that the Coyotes were to strand 3 in an inning. It happened back in the 5th when after they scored 2 runs, Alex Carbajal stranded the bases loaded. So 3-0 to Riley Thomas. Pardon me, the 2-1 is in for up high for a ball, 3-1. So Landeros has got to come in here, especially with an 8-run lead. There's not much point to working around the 9-hole hitter with an 8-run lead. Here's a 3-1 pitch, and it's up and away, ball 4. So a run will come in to score. It's 10-3. And scoring on the play is Paul Saffer, his 2nd run of the day. He's had a good day, 2 hits, 2 runs, stolen base, 2 for 3, and here is Carbajal, and Carbajal's 0 for 2. Carbajal has struck out and popped out. There's a called strike from Landeros. So the 0-1 pitch to Alexander Carbajal. Here it is. Big swing and a miss, nothing in 2. Now, for the first time this inning, the Coyotes down to their final strike against Andre Landeros, who started the game over at first base. And that one almost ran in and hit Carbajal. Instead, it's just way inside, 1-2. One, two with two down. A run already across here. Top 7. Base is loaded for Carbajal. Swinging a high fly ball down the right field line. Eking out of play and off towards the batting cages. So Carbajal will live to see another pitch, and so will the Coyotes. One and two to Alex Carbajal. Here's a pitch from Andre Landeros. Ground ball to third. And it gets off the glove of Bianco and into left field. Base hit. Lomax scores. Coming around third to score is Mizukami. 2 runs come across on the base hit. It's 10-5. So Thomas goes all the way to third. Mizukami scores. Lomax scores. Tying run in the hole for the Coyotes. It's 10-5 as the top of the order and Jacob Ginn comes up, and 4 of the last 5 batters have reached here. And it will not be Jacob Ginn. It'll be a pinch hitter. And that pinch hitter is Tyler Langbein. And he takes a called strike, 1-1. Langbein on the air hitting .444 with a .529 on base percentage. And he takes low and it gets away, but holding are the runners. Hawante on deck is 0 for 3. Jacob Ginn finishes his day 0 for 3. Langbein up for the first time. 2-1. Just high. 3-1. So Landeros really struggling to hit the zone here. Three-one pitch is lined back towards the broadcast booth and off the very top of it. And back into the bleachers. So it's 3-2. And down to their final strike once again are the Coyotes. 3-2 pitch to Langbein. And it gets away. It's ball 4, and coming in to score is Thomas. So this thing's starting to get a little more interesting. Still not a very large likelihood for a comeback, but now the tying run, just like that, is on deck. And here is Seth Hawante. So 6 have reached here. In the top of the 7th. 5 of the last 6 have reached base safely. Now 1 in for a called strike. It's 0-1 to Hawante. Hawante with runners on the corners. 2 down. The last 2 Coyotes batters have been down to their final strike. 1 doubled, 1 walked. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. In the dirt, 1-1. Andre Landeros sets, now fires. 1-1, grounded foul off to the third base side. So down to their final strike once again for the third straight hitter of the Coyotes. Hawante steps out, now steps back in. 1-2 against Andre Landeros. On deck is Caden Raymond. Landeros misses high, 2-2. And the longer Landeros goes here, the more stressful it gets. This does not get any easier with the middle of the order coming up after Hawante. 3, 4, and 5, Raymond, Saffer, Wonko. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to first, sharply picked over there. And stepping on the bag. The inning is over. The game is over. Never a doubt for the Haymakers, who had a little bit of stress there in the top of the 7th. 4 runs come across to make it a more respectable 4-run game. The final score, it's the visiting Coyotes. 6 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. The losing pitcher is Daniel Smith. And the winning victorious pitcher is Isaiah Martin, who wins 6 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned. And the home team, the Haymakers, 10 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today here on the PSCL YouTube network. For my on-site producer, Vince Hesprick, who will be calling the next game in just about 30 minutes, I have been Jack Lennon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in 30 minutes for game number 2 of a PSCL doubleheader right here on the Power Summer Collegiate League YouTube network.